Bangor. From the Great North Woods to the Rock Mountain Coast and streaming live in HD worldwide at foxbangor.com. More people choose Good Morning Maine.
Today on Good Morning Maine, a man is behind bars this morning, accused of stabbing a woman in Bangor.
Plus, Governor Mills releases a budget plan that won't raise taxes.
And we'll hear from local air travelers who were left stranded by a computer glitch that grounded the U.S. fleet. Good morning, and welcome to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith.
And I'm Craig Colson. Thank you for tuning in this morning. We'll have all the day's news coming up, but we're going to start off, as we always do, with a check of the forecast. And right now, we're keeping an eye on a storm system moving into the area. It doesn't sound like a big storm, but it is going to bring several inches of snow to northern Maine, the western mountains. It looks like Millinocket area could pick up some snow. Around here, we'll see some, too, but it's going to turn over to just an icy mix and rain and that
throughout
kind of thing.
the night. I think we'll be okay throughout the day for the commute and everything. So Devin Biggs has the full forecast.
Hey, Craig and Emma, thank you very much. We have alerts that are in effect this morning. This right here is a winter weather advisory being noted here in a purple until Friday morning at about 7 a.m. and a winter storm warning until 7 p.m. on Friday, just outside of our viewing area, though. So we're going to be keeping an eye on this as things do develop with time. On top of that, though, look what else we were watching out for. This is a gale warning here until about 6 p.m. as we head towards Friday. Also, everything's been upgraded now because of the gusty winds we're watching out for. So make sure to keep things posted as we do move forward. Here's the general idea here. We do have some clouds moving in from the west to the east. Some returns on the radar. I doubt anything's hitting the ground at this point, but later this afternoon, the evening time frame, we will have opportunities for snow showers moving in as our system right here from the west going toward the east continues to move in. It'll start out as snow, but with rising temperatures overnight, we'll see this transitioning over to all rain, and most of Friday now looks to be all rain, so just a lot of rainfall that will be on the way. And increasing wind, too. We'll notice that a little bit today, but especially tomorrow with sustained winds reaching up around 20 miles per hour along the coast. That is why gale warnings are in effect, and we'll notice some of that wind onshore as well through Friday. As for your forecast for today, at least through this afternoon, snow moves in, but notice, though, that's that transition to rain as we head towards overnight tonight and parts of Friday morning. So as we wake up Friday morning, it'll just be a lot of rain that we'll have to put up with. But your hourly forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period, increasing clouds with a mostly cloudy sky, becoming all cloudy during the afternoon, temperatures in the 30s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Craig and Emma?
Thank you, Devin. A Bangor man is facing charges after he allegedly stabbed a woman. 34-year-old Kurt Fowler was arrested after police were called to 49 Ohio Street in Bangor around 1:30 Wednesday afternoon. Detective Lieutenant Brent Bullia says they found Fowler being restrained by another man at that home, and that the woman had a laceration to her abdomen. She was taken to a local hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Fowler is now charged with aggravated assault, and that investigation is ongoing.
Governor Janet Mills unveiled her 2-year budget plan for the 2024 and 2025 fiscal year. Inside the governor's cabinet room, Mills announced a $10.3 billion plan that would include additional money for workforce housing, health care, child care, and people with disabilities. The proposal is a $900 million increase from the last budget, while maintaining the state's plans of paying 55% of local education costs, free lunches for public school students, and free community college.
This budget is balanced. It does not raise taxes. It fully funds a number of initiatives of the legislature that are law and that have cost a bit more than expected. And it leaves the rainy day fund untouched at its record high level of more than $900 million.
This is the first time the budget has ever reached $10 billion while not raising taxes or touching the state's rainy day fund.
Senate Republicans issued a statement following the budget proposal saying in part, quote, Republicans are committed to working with Democrats to achieve a 2/3 budget in keeping with legislative tradition and the people's desire that we all work together. We are pleased the governor's proposed budget addresses several priorities Republicans communicated during the recent discussions and public hearings on the energy bill, including fulfilling our commitment to protect those who are most vulnerable, end quote.
Sports betting is coming to Maine, but before fans can place their bets, rules surrounding the enterprise must be established. Our Matthew Duranczyk has the story.
Maine Gambling Controlling Unit held a press conference Wednesday morning releasing proposed rules for sports betting in the state. Even as the unit continues to finalize the laws for sports wagering, members of the organization say this is an exciting time to be a sports fan in Maine.
I'm very, very interested and looking forward to going live and getting everything done.
Governor Mills and Maine lawmakers signed off on LD 585 in early 2022 before signing it into law in August, effectively legalizing sports betting in the state. The Maine Gambling Control Unit has been working to put a series of rules in place since, referring to states like Colorado, Massachusetts, and Ohio about how they enforce their sports gambling regulations.
We have looked at 6 to 8 other states on a word-by-word, paragraph-by-paragraph, page-by-page, side-by-side review.
The 55-page rulebook outlines a variety of topics, including the procedures on how sportsbooks can partner with the Maine casinos, having Mainers stay in state to gamble, and how people can place their bets at kiosks. Champion is certain that the addition of sports wagering will bring lots of revenue to vacation land.
Our gambling control unit has gone from annual state revenues of $53 million from 2 casinos in 2016 to $64 million in 2022 from 2 casinos, fantasy contests, advanced deposit wagering, and charitable gaming. And we'll be adding another $3.8 to $6.9 million from sports wagering.
In a statement from Penn Entertainment, who runs Hollywood Casino Bangor, Vice President of Public Affairs and Government Relations Jeff Morris says, quote, "We are looking forward to reviewing the just-released proposed rules and continuing to work with the Maine Gambling Control Board towards the launch of retail sports betting in the state." End quote. Based on the amount of comments the Gambling Control Unit will receive during this process, Champion tells us he expects this to be rolled out as early as April 2023 and as late as January of 2024. Reporting from Augusta, Matthew Juroncic, ABC7 and Fox 22.
In other news, unsafe levels of PFAS chemicals have been detected in 3 of the 5 wells at the Mountain View Correctional Facility in Charleston. The state standard is 20 parts per trillion. A spokesperson for the prison says water in the 3 affected wells exceeded that standard, with readings from 27.7 parts per trillion to 31. Alternative water sources are now being provided to staff and residents, and the Maine Department of Corrections says they will conduct more frequent testing on the wells and water at that facility until the standards have been met.
The Maine Department of Health and Human Services is urging uninsured Mainers to sign up for affordable health care coverage through the state's health insurance marketplace ahead of Sunday's deadline. Mainers must sign up through coverme.gov by this Sunday, January 15th, in order to secure a 2023 health plan. People can use that website to compare private plans, apply for financial assistance, and enroll in a new plan. Again, you can go to coverme.gov, and the deadline to enroll is this Sunday.
The city of Presque Isle is trying to help those impacted by the sudden closure of the Presque Isle Inn and Convention Center. A statement sent out by the city says the owner placed a closed indefinitely notice on the door on Monday with no prior notice to the city of Presque Isle. Resource Development and Public Information Officer Kimberly Smith says the city was aware of outstanding code violations, including those of the fire suppression system. Those were found by the state fire marshal. Smith says because of the city's concern for the 25 former employees and family members who live at the inn, the city did an in-person inspection and determined the structure was dangerous due to those life safety concerns. Residents were notified they need to move out by 3 o'clock this Friday. Each former employee was given a letter with local community resources. The Aroostook Community Action Program will also be on site at 11 o'clock Friday morning with a rapid response team to assist those individuals at the hotel with housing and employment. They're going to try to find them jobs and another place to live.
Yeah, I know it goes without saying, but that is short notice. That's hard.
Yeah.
I hope they do well. Well, the time now is 8:09. Coming up next on Good Morning Maine, a computer problem caused the nation's aircraft to be grounded, leaving passengers stranded. We'll have local reactions.
But first, another check of our forecast. It looks like today we'll see some afternoon snow as the day rolls along. The high will be around 34 degrees. It will continue into the night. And then tomorrow, it turns to rain around here with the temperatures rising. Could be quite a mess. The highs tomorrow right around 49 degrees.
Here at Garrett's Auto Sales, we believe in fair prices, superior service, and always treating the customer right. We have a fantastic selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs to choose from, with some priced under $10,000. All our vehicles come with a complimentary 30-day warranty and can be seen at garrettsauto.com. Come see us at Garrett's Auto Sales, where we focus on you, the customer. We're located just 2 miles from the Brewer Walmart on Route 1A. We look forward to meeting you.
Hi, I'm Nick, and I'm one of the heat pump consultants at Dave's World. We are Maine's leader in heat pump installations because we have an awesome team that is dedicated to an awesome experience, and we are backed by Mitsubishi products. It's easy to promise awesome, but it is another thing to deliver on awesome. There are so many solutions for every home. The goal is to solve problems and find what's right for the customer. You have heating and cooling problems, we will solve them from start to finish. Dave's World, awesome.
Toyota's all-wheel drive vehicles not only conquer the elements, Toyota conquers its competitors by sheer selection. You see, Toyota has 20 different all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive models. That's more than Subaru, more than Honda, more than Jeep. Conquer most anything with a tough Tacoma 4x4, the best-selling midsize pickup for 17 years, and named best truck among midsize pickups. See your New England Toyota dealer, your all-wheel drive headquarters. Toyota, let's go places.
Granite from right here in Maine is helping to ensure the Statue of Liberty is protected for years to come.
We had to match historically to the actual pieces as best as we could.
If someone can see our work and it doesn't look like it was freshly fabricated, that's when we've succeeded.
We'll have the story from Maine to Lady Liberty, Monday on Fox 22 News at 10.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. Airlines nationwide are trying to shake off a full halt of all U.S. flights, which lasted for a period of time on Wednesday morning, following a computer snag. Delays and cancellations happened after a computer system failure, with the FAA saying a damaged database file caused failure to its Notice to Air system missions and backup. The system serves to update pilots of hazards, runway closures, weather and construction issues as well. The snag caused a 90-minute halt to all U.S. departing flights, which was more than 10,000 delays and about 1,300 cancellations. The Federal Aviation Administration said it would take steps to avoid another similar disruption in the future. Airlines' rescheduling problems could last through Friday.
Well, the nationwide outage kept many airline passengers on the ground yesterday, including in Bangor, where some people received the terrible news when they arrived at the airport. Devin Dagnall has more.
I didn't know until I got in the Uber, and the Uber guy actually said, "Are you sure your flight is leaving?" I'm like, what are you talking about?
Just walked in 10 minutes ago and saw the red band on the board, which didn't look good.
And my flight got canceled, and I saw earlier in the morning that a lot of flights were being canceled, but I just didn't think that mine would be.
Travelers across the nation received a rude awakening when the Federal Aviation Administration announced a nationwide outage of their network that resulted in grounding of all flights in the U.S. The problem was fixed by 9 a.m. Wednesday morning, but the aftermath didn't end quite as quickly. At first glance, Amy Thibodeau, the Marketing and Business Development Manager at the Bangor International Airport, thought that the consequences would be minimal for flyers at her airport.
Really, for us, we just saw a couple of delays. We were able to, minimize the passenger impact, and things didn't really get too backed up for us, at least not yet.
Yet was the operative word. The number of delays for Bangor International Airport jumped from 4 to 9 just moments after we conducted our first interview with Thibodeau. We met with her again to see exactly what was going on.
What we are seeing, kind of what we anticipated may happen, is that we're going to see some more delays showing up on the board as the day goes on, as air traffic kind of resumes to normal. Right now, we're seeing about an hour to 2 hour delays for most.
According to FlightAware.com, there have been 9,000 delays and nearly 3,000 cancellations across the United States as of Wednesday evening. Thibodeau anticipates that flight schedules, at least for Bangor International, should be more or less stabilized within the next 24 hours. In Bangor, Devin Dagnall for ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
And the time now is 8:14. Coming up after the break, we'll have an update on the Massachusetts woman who has been missing for days, with evidence mounting in the investigation.
Plus, more details about the investigation into the documents used by President Biden prior to his presidency. These stories and more as Good Morning Maine continues.
I'm over 45, I realize I'm no spring chicken.
I know what's right for me, I got a plan to which I'm sticking.
My doc wrote me the script, box came by mail, showed up on Friday.
I screened with Cologuard and did it my way.
Cologuard is a one-of-a-kind way to screen for colon cancer that's effective and non-invasive. It's for people 45 plus at average risk, not high risk. False positive and negative results may occur. Ask your provider for Cologuard.
I did it my way.
Renovating or building new, you'll find a wide selection of high-performing, energy-efficient, and beautiful windows and doors at Hammond Lumber Company. Your Hammond sales representative will walk you through the showroom displays and help you choose options to create a personalized custom look. Free in-home measurement is available, and Hammond can deliver your order statewide. Bring your vision and enjoy better light and added security and energy savings with quality windows and doors from Hammond Lumber Company.
In recent years, we have seen many major shifts in the housing market. Maine Val has the experience and expertise to analyze these changes to provide a clear and accurate service for all your real estate appraisals. From estate and tax planning, divorce litigation, and other legal matters, we offer services to all our communities across the state of Maine. You do not have to navigate this turbulent market blindly. Trust in Maine Val's extensive experience to make highly informed decisions. Contact us today at 573-3222.
On the next Last Man Standing.
Grandpa, look out! 911, what's your emergency?
We'd like to report a missing highway. Mike and Boyd have a close call.
There was a sinkhole on Route 93. It's all over the news.
The news? Yeah, sorry. If it's not trending on Twitter, it doesn't exist. Oh my God, sinkhole in Denver.
If it happened to me, I'd be halfway through a bottle of wine right now.
So this happens to you every night about 8?
You know what?
Last Man Standing.
This afternoon, starting at 4 on Fox 22.
As police continue searching for missing Massachusetts mom Anna Walsh, her close friends are now speaking out, calling for the focus to turn to her children. Fox News senior correspondent Laura Engel has more on the story.
Begging them not to give them to the foster house tomorrow and not to separate children.
A plea for help from friends of missing Massachusetts mom Anna Walsh. Natasha Skye and Pamela Barty calling on the Massachusetts Department of Children and Families to release Anna's kids into their care as they work to bring Anna's mother to the United States from Serbia.
Right now, they need care because we cannot allow them to feel alone.
Anna's 3 boys, all under the age of 6, were taken from their father, Brian Walsh, Sunday after he was arrested and charged with impeding the investigation into his wife's disappearance. According to Brian, Anna was last seen in the early hours of January 1st when she got into a taxi to catch a flight to Washington, D.C. for an emergency work trip. Investigators say she never got into that taxi and her cell phone continued to ping near her Cohasset home on January 2nd. Surveillance video obtained by Fox Digital shows her husband at a juice bar that day, just hours before investigators say he spent hundreds of dollars on cleaning supplies at a Home Depot. Text messages obtained by Fox Digital also have Brian wishing a friend a Happy New Year and telling them he temporarily lost his cell phone on January 1st. While police work to piece together a timeline, friends of Anna and Brian struggle to make sense of what happened to the family.
There were signs he was a con artist. There was more than signs. There was ample examples. But there was never a mean streak.
Brian Walsh hasn't been charged in his wife's disappearance, but remains in jail on a $500,000 cash bond. In New York, Laura Engel, Fox News.
The Maine Department of Inland Fisheries and Wildlife is seeking to fill some positions. On their Facebook page, they put out a call saying, quote, if you're interested in a career that connects you to the Maine outdoors, you're in luck. We're hiring. They're looking for a marketing specialist with a, quote, passion for inspiring and helping others engage in fishing, hunting, and or trapping. As well, they're looking for a Maine game warden, several Maine game wardens, in fact, to do conservation work. You can read the full job descriptions, begin the application process, and learn more by visiting mefishwildlife.com/careers.
Growing up, it seems like that was such a sought-after job that had minimal positions, and now seems like it's opening up, so that's really exciting for a lot of people. Well, 2023 marks not only a new year, it also marks the Year of the Rabbit on the Chinese lunar calendar. The Bangor Chinese School and the Chinese Learning and Culture Center are kicking off a series of celebrations throughout the community. Yesterday, a group of students from the Blue Hill Peninsula School visited the Bangor Chinese School to learn about the history of the Chinese holiday, participate in games, and try authentic Chinese foods. Director of the Maine Language and Culture Center and president of the Bangor Chinese School, Jing Zhang, says they are proud to work with local schools and teach younger generations about Chinese culture.
The Bangor Chinese School, CLCCM, where we all here so proud we can be part of the resources for the local schools, local communities who are doing Asian study, China study. We're just so proud to have this opportunity to help them out with this. Right. That's so wonderful.
For more information on upcoming events celebrating the Lunar New Year, as well as other resources provided by the Bangor Chinese School and CLCCM, you can visit bangorchinese.com.
Boy, they've really become a great resource here. It's like kind of a nice little part of our fabric of Bangor.
Right. I know. Yeah. I was saying last hour, the Bangor Chinese School and Zhang herself was in my kindergarten class after classes to teach Chinese lessons after school. So they've been a part of the community for a really long time.
Definitely making an impact.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, the time now is 8:21.
Time to get a full look at our weather forecast. Here's Devin.
Alrighty, Craig and Emma, thank you very much. So we do have a winter weather advisory in effect until 7 a.m. Friday for the counties highlighted here because of some snow, as well as some sleet and freezing rain. Now, how to watch out for this right here outside of our viewing area here is a winter storm warning in effect until about 7 p.m. as we get towards Friday as well. They can see a lot of snow. Some areas up to the north, possibly over a foot of snow possible. Obviously, lesser amounts further to the south, and a gale warning further down toward the south. Now, along the coast of the gusty winds that will also be expected until about 6 p.m. on Friday. So, of course, plenty of alerts in effect with the active weather that's looking to take hold. Right now, though, not a whole lot going on. We have clouds moving in from the west, going toward the east. Not much action going on in the atmosphere just yet. The action is further off toward the west. So here it is right here. We're watching this area. Low pressure is developing now this morning, tracking off towards the east. I'll push high pressure away. And so by later on this afternoon, the chances for snow showers starts. Then overnight, it will increase. With the rising temperatures as well, we'll see a transition to all rain. So all Friday now looks to be all rain. So nothing to get too worried about except for maybe some heavy downpours from time to time. Let's time this out with Futurecast. So again, later this afternoon, by about 2 to 3 o'clock, the snow chances will begin and continuing overnight as well. But notice what happens as we get towards early morning. We get a push of warmer air, and we'll see things switching over to all rain as temperatures rise. Snow farther off towards the north, and it could be heavy from time to time as we head towards Friday morning. But most of it will stay as rain. Well, the worst of it lasting through parts of Friday, but by Friday afternoon, the evening time frame, the worst of it will start to taper off. And now looking like most of Saturday could possibly be dry with a few light rain or snow showers by that point. So the worst of it looks to be Friday that we'll see this precipitation. As for the rainfall, though, look at this, around 1 to 2 inches, maybe locally higher amounts before we're all finished up. So some decent rainfall on the way, but there is a snow side of this as well, and this is mainly further off towards the north where several inches of snow will be possible, maybe around 6 to 7 inches just around the Millinocket to the Greenville area, or maybe up to a foot further off towards the north. A lot of this may melt with rising temperatures and the rainfall moving in, and obviously hardly anything further down toward the south with the warmer temperatures as well. Wave heights are down for now at around 2 feet, but we will be watching this map going up with the gale warnings in effect in a system that will be moving in. So your forecast for today, mid-30s afternoon snow showers and a southeast wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Later on tonight, 31 degrees. That wind shear mix gets going. It'll switch over to rain overnight. Southeast wind gusting up to about 25 miles per hour. For tomorrow, upper 40s, maybe lower 50s. Rain likely will be heavy at times. South wind getting up to about 25 miles per hour. And here's a look at your extended forecast. Now, a slight chance for a wind shear mix on Saturday with highs in the lower 30s. A slight chance for snow, otherwise partly cloudy on Sunday. Highs in the low low 30s. Partly cloudy on Martin Luther King Day. Highs in the low 30s.
Looking for a new work experience? Fox and ABC Bangor are partnering with local employers to feature the best local job opportunities, like this one.
Bonham Masonry is currently hiring for general laborers and experienced masons. On-the-job training is available for those with no experience. We offer paid time off, travel pay, IRA, and health benefits. If interested in applying, please contact Dan Bonham at 323-5304.
It's your journey. Own every mile in an available H-Track all-wheel drive Hyundai SUV. Get 2.9% APR financing for up to 48 months on select Hyundai vehicles. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today.
Let's face it, getting training and experience is hard, but at Loring Job Corps, we can help. From certifications in automotive technology, obtaining your CDL, or learning building trades, we have you covered. Maybe you prefer joining the high-tech world of computer networking or cybersecurity. We have that as well. Don't delay, get in the driver's seat to your future today. And the best part, Loring Job Corps is free. Receive free training, free meals, and even free housing. Call or go to jobcorps.gov/Loring. Job Corps careers begin here.
Another discovery of classified documents is raising eyebrows. Lawmakers from both sides of the aisle want more answers from the White House, but right now a lot is still unknown. Fox News correspondent Madeline Rivera has more from Washington.
This morning, ABC News has learned President Biden's legal team has found a second batch of classified documents, just days after the White House confirmed classified records were found at Biden's former D.C. office last November before the midterm elections. Sources say after that first batch of about 10 documents was found, aides began searching for more documents, leading to this second discovery. Republicans want Attorney General Merrick Garland to appoint a special counsel to investigate, as was done in the Mar-a-Lago documents case, focusing on former President Trump's handling of documents.
Merrick Garland said, we have to have a special prosecutor for Trump. Well, that means we've got to have one for Biden.
Some Democrats also critical of the president.
Classified documents belong in classified settings.
No word yet on where the latest documents were found or how many there were. The House Oversight Committee is vowing to investigate. Its chairman is demanding to see the documents.
He said, there's only 10 documents in that first batch. We don't know how many in this second batch.
The White House says, unlike in the Mar-a-Lago case, as soon as Biden's lawyers found the first batch of documents, they alerted the National Archives, which told the Justice Department, which has now launched a review.
This is an ongoing process. As soon as his lawyers realized these documents were there, they did the right thing and immediately turned them over to the archives.
A lottery with a mega-sized jackpot climbs in the history books with an even bigger jackpot. The Mega Millions lottery jackpot keeps reaching into the stratosphere with a total of $1.35 billion at stake to win. There were no winners after Tuesday night's drawing. This Mega Millions lottery is now the second highest jackpot ever. The largest was $1.53 billion, won in South Carolina in 2018. If the winner wants the cash option for the latest prize, they can go for $707.9 million. The next drawing will be held Friday.
They'll be selling lots of tickets between now and then.
I bet. Are you going to get one?
Oh, I probably will. Yeah, I don't do the lottery very often, but when the jackpots get this big, I usually buy a couple.
Yep.
And, if nothing else, it's kind of nice to dream for that day or so between then and the lottery.
Yep.
And think about all the stuff you'd buy, you'd do for people, that kind of thing.
I want one realistic dream and one crazy dream.
That's great. Yeah,
I'm asking you.
Great. Oh, mine?
Yes.
One realistic dream? I want to pay off all of my friends and family's houses, that kind of thing.
Cool.
Bring them up to date.
Yeah.
And one crazy thing, I'll stick with my lazy river. I still want a house with a nice lazy river and maybe zip lines, that kind of, an adventure.
Slides instead of stairs.
It'll be known as Craig's Adventure Compound. And everybody will be invited.
Oh,
so
nice. After you pay off their houses.
After you pay off the houses, come on by. But
that's a good
dream.
dream.
You could do with that. I mean, you're talking about $1 billion here.
Right.
You could do a lot of good.
Yep.
People in Maine would be
lazy
set.
rivers for everybody.
Yeah. Everybody gets a lazy river. One for you. One for you.
Craig for governor.
Yeah. So much for that rainy day fun, huh?
Yes.
Yeah. We'll have the state lazy river somewhere.
Yep. Hey, it's rainy. That'll supply it.
We'd have more fun. So.
Well, still to come here on the second half of our show, we'll have special information on how scientists are saying partying is good for your health.
I think I'd buy everybody candy, too. Everybody likes candy.
Okay, yeah, that'd be good for the party.
All right, we'll be back with more right after this.
Fear, pain, and anxiety are all feelings associated with dental treatments, but it doesn't have to be that way. Dental lasers offer a way to remove tooth decay without using the dental drill. In fact, we do most dental fillings here at Twin City Dental without numbing, so no needle. And for treatments like root canals or having many teeth extracted, we also provide IV sedation. So call Twin City Dental for your next dentist appointment.
Mad Cat & Company in the North Brewer Shopping Plaza invites you to host your next event with us. We are much more than just a bar. Our event room is designed to host any type of event, formal or casual. Family gatherings, birthday parties, corporate parties, club meetings, fundraisers, or weddings and receptions. We've got you covered. Our open floor plan can adequately seat 100 or more people, and we can assist you with food, drinks, and entertainment as well. Call or visit our website today.
You're watching Fox 22, Bangor.
Welcome back, everyone. Today is Thursday, January 12th, 2023. It's also Kiss a Ginger Day. Only 2% of the population has naturally red hair. Many believe red hair was actually always Irish, British, and European thing, but that isn't the case. Ancient accounts and archaeological discoveries indicate red hair existed in Greece and Asia. It's now most prevalent in northwestern Europe and is slowly disappearing around the world. Fewer people are being born with red hair.
It's so cool how archaeologists can find the color of someone's hair from thousands of years ago.
Way back when.
That's crazy. I love science, man.
Yeah.
That's so fun.
Maybe don't run up and kiss a redhead today. It might freak them out a little bit.
I know. That's why we didn't bring it up to Catherine, because we didn't want to make her uncomfy.
Yeah. You can say, hey, happy Ginger Day, though.
Right.
Shake their hand.
Right. It's maybe not HR approved.
Yeah. Keep your hands to yourselves. Yep.
Well, on this day in history in 1959, Berry Gordy Jr. founded Motown Records in Detroit. And in 1948, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled that state law schools could not discriminate against applicants on the basis of race. And in 1971, the groundbreaking sitcom All in the Family premiered on television.
It was such a big show then, too.
Yeah.
Today's birthdays include radio and TV personality Howard Stern, who is 69 years old. He's become like one of my favorite interviewers of all time. I just like how he interviews like his musical guests and things like that. So really smart, controversial. I like that. Entrepreneur Jeff Bezos is 59, and rock singer and horror movie maker Rob Zombie is 58 years old. Also, what is it, Zayn from One Direction?
Zayn Malik, from One Direction.
So for the younger crowd out there, Zayn is also.
But they've disbanded.
Like 16 now or something like
16,
that?
16, yes, he's graduated from.
I think he's probably
from boy
in
band.
his 20s, right?
They've been around for a while.
Have they? I guess
think
they have.
they came out in like 2012 or something. I remember. I seem to be. I was in middle school when they were a thing.
All right.
Yep.
Well, happy birthday to Zayn.
Yeah.
And the rest of them.
Well, I mean, as far as the weather goes, your commute should be fine today. If you're working 9 to 5, there may be some snow starting up at the end of the day, but we're really going to get hit overnight.
Yeah, overnight, some people will get more snow than others. Others are going to get like an icy mix out there, so it'll be interesting tomorrow when we head into work how it will be. Hopefully it's just mostly rain and no big deal.
Here's Devin Biggs with the forecast.
Hey, Craig and Emma, thank you very much. We have alerts that are in effect this morning. This right here is a winter weather advisory being noted here in a purple until Friday morning at about 7 a.m. and a winter storm warning until 7 p.m. on Friday, just outside of our viewing area, though. So we're going to be keeping an eye on this as things do develop with time. On top of that, though, look what else we were watching out for. This is a gale warning here until about 6 p.m. as we head towards Friday. Also, everything's been upgraded now because of the gusty winds we're watching out for. So make sure to keep things posted as we do move forward. Here's the general idea here. We do have some clouds moving in from the west to the east. Some returns on the radar. I doubt anything's hitting the ground at this point, but later this afternoon, the evening time frame, we will have opportunities for snow showers moving in as our system right here from the west going toward the east continues to move in. It'll start out as snow, but with rising temperatures overnight, we'll see this transitioning over to all rain, and most of Friday now looks to be all rain, so just a lot of rainfall that will be on the way. And increasing wind, too. We'll notice that a little bit today, but especially tomorrow with sustained winds reaching up around 20 miles per hour along the coast. That is why gale warnings are in effect, and we'll notice some of that wind onshore as well through Friday. As for your forecast for today, at least through this afternoon, snow moves in, but notice, though, that's that transition to rain as we head towards overnight tonight and parts of Friday morning. So as we wake up Friday morning, it'll just be a lot of rain that we'll have to put up with. But your hourly forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period, increasing clouds with a mostly cloudy sky, becoming all cloudy during the afternoon, temperatures in the 30s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Craig and Emma?
Thank you, Devin. Well, get this. Partying more could help your mental and physical well-being. Fox News correspondent Ashley Strohmeyer takes a look at the new study highlighting what you need to do at your next celebration to keep you feeling happy and healthy.
Turns out partying could be the key to improving your health. Researchers at Indiana University are revealing the results of a new study which finds celebrating life events can positively impact your mental and physical well-being.
Celebrations can lead to what well-being experts call increased perceived social support. Perceived social support is really important because it's this belief that your social network will be there for you in the event that something bad happens.
This belief alone can enhance your outlook on life and generate other benefits.
There's improved life expectancy. You're better able to deal with the stresses and anxieties that kind of come up in the day-to-day.
So how can you reap these rewards? Analysts say the first thing you need is a positive achievement to recognize.
Maybe you had a graduation, maybe you got a job promotion, maybe you just, your garden's doing really well and you're really proud of the work that you've put into your garden. Anything positive in your life you can use.
Then, as long as you have people to celebrate with and you mark the occasion with food and drink, researchers say you can start feeling socially supported. The study also says these events can prove especially helpful at senior living centers where people may face heightened loneliness. If you can't make it in person to a celebration, researchers found virtual gatherings honoring a positive life event can provide the same benefits as long as there's other virtual attendees and everyone has something to eat and drink. Ashley Strohmeyer, Fox News.
So again, they're not telling you to go out there and drink more to be happy.
Right.
It's more of, celebrate. Find even the little things in your life to go out and celebrate and do it with people.
Right.
And it just will make your life that better rounded.
I know over the summer my friends celebrated a half birthday for one of my friends because she has a December birthday.
Yeah.
So sometimes she gets overlooked in December. Yeah. But hey, there's always a reason. Celebrate your half birthday.
Makes sense. If you surround yourself around positive things and people, then everybody will be uplifted a little bit.
If you get better at making cakes, make a cake and have a cake tea party.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Invite me. I'll help you.
Still to come here this morning, Tyler Cruz and Ryan Sudol will have your latest with local sports.
We'll also have a special guest joining us in the studio. Don't go away.
Maine Commercial Solar offers a variety of services including solar system design, sales, maintenance, and installation. Maine Commercial Solar can help you with existing or new systems. We offer packages for installation by others, or we can help you build your own solar array, smaller residential, or anything in between. Maine Commercial Solar is currently hiring in Herman for multiple positions. We offer competitive pay, a 3% IRA match, vacation, holiday time, and a family-oriented environment. If interested, please call Jason at 848-7486.
BuyAToyota.com is Toyota's official website for deals with the most comprehensive selection of Toyota offers available. You'll see every official Toyota deal out there, including offers not seen on TV. Plus, you can search inventory and get a free independent trade-in value. Right now, you could save with 3.99% financing on an all-wheel drive Camry. And every Camry comes with 2 years no-cost maintenance and more. BuyAToyota.com when you officially want the best deal. Toyota, let's go places.
Are you fed up with high prices at the pump? Do monthly utility bills drain your wallet?
If you're nodding your head yes, Renewal by Andersen is your best solution. They custom build and install weather-tight replacement windows and back them with a generous, fully transferable limited warranty.
Call now to schedule your free design consultation. Plus, take advantage of this limited time offer with incredible savings and attractive financing. Don't miss out. Call Renewal by Andersen today.
Leona May's Antique and Gift Shop is now open in Newport. Our unique building is a converted 1800s single-family home that we've given a new life to. A home for treasures, from antiques, collectibles, unique gifts, and so much more. Come make the rounds throughout the many rooms on all 3 floors as you wander back in time or find a unique gift that's perfect for that special someone or that hard-to-buy-for relative. So come visit us today. Leona May's Antique and Gift Shop, 147 Main Street, Newport.
This is Sheldon Cooper's theory of relativity.
Young Sheldon 5 times a week
on Fox 22.
Welcome back in, everyone. Thank you for staying with us. Let's talk some baseball here. We are now under 40 days away from pitchers and catchers reporting to spring training, and for Red Sox fans, we have both some good and some bad news. Starting on the good, on Wednesday, Rafael Devers officially signed his contract extension, a 10-year deal running through 2023. It was 10 years ago when 16-year-old Rafi put pen to paper to join the Red Sox organization, so good on them for keeping him around. Devers is a 2-time All-Star and hit 27 home runs and 88 ribbies last season. And even though he's now a $300 million man, he still plans to be the Rafi Big Scoop Sox Nation fell in love with.
Nothing changes. I just want to be the same guy that I've always been, someone who has fun, someone who enjoys the game, who's approachable. A lot of times my teammates ask me a lot of questions, and I'm happy to answer, but I never want to feel like I'm above the team.
He is now the face of the franchise. That kicks in 2024, so 11 more seasons of number 11 at third. Now for the bad news. Trevor Story underwent surgery on his right elbow on Monday. Story had his ulnar collateral ligament repaired, or UCL, so he could be out anywhere from 4 to 6 months. This week, Chaim Bloom addressed that big question. With Story out now and Xander gone, what is next for this roster, especially with spring training so close?
I would expect we're going to add. Frankly, that was my expectation even before this. Whether that's through free agency or trade, I don't know yet. What that looks like, who it is. Obviously, it's something we were already actively discussing even before this.
All right, let's move on to the track now over at Husson, where a Bangor native just set a program record. Husson sophomore Mackenzie Lambert broke the school record for women's high jump at the University of Southern Maine Open on Saturday. Her mark of 1.61 meters breaks her own record of 1.57 meters set last year. The Bangor High grad, who also has Husson's second longest long jump, was elated when she broke it, and it only furthered her motivation to jump even higher.
I was so excited. I immediately jumped off the mat and I did a few mini hops, and then I ran over to Coach Allie to give her a big hug. And I wasn't expecting to clear that. I've always had a goal of clearing 5.6, 5.8, and I'm just that much closer to getting it.
Wishing her luck with that goal. And Lambert's coach, Ali Kondracki, has seen her journey over the 3 years with Husson. Kondracki was actually her teammate for 2 years before taking the job before this season. So the former Eagles jumper says that one of the best parts of her new gig as a coach is having the chance to be a mentor for athletes like Lambert so they can lift up their teammates.
It's just been an incredible opportunity to not only be her teammate, but now to be her coach and help her grow further, and being able to, support her as her coach and not just as an athlete, and being able to give her the tools to help others.
All right, Let's go to some high school sports now. We had some wrestling going down at MCI on Thursday, and that is where we will kick things off. It's Maine Central Academy, Lincoln Academy, and Coney. They're going at it in Pittsfield for a tri-meet. 132-pound weight class here between MCI and Lincoln Academy. Nice single-leg takedown from Keith Cook from MCI. He gets Garrett Marshall down and then runs the half Nelson and finishes him off with the fall. MCI on the board for 6. At 170 now, Tony Choi for MCI, Zach Hanna for Lincoln Academy. Lincoln picks up the pinfall there. They win 42-12. MCI and Coney. Choi going up against Lance Yeaton. Choi with a nice takedown, and then he picks up the pin. And then later on, that's actually going to take him a while to pick up the pin there, but he finished it off, stays with it. Love the sportsmanship there. And then it's Coney. They're going to pick up a fall here on this one. Takes him right down to his back, runs the half. Takes him a while to run the half, but he eventually gets the slap of the mat and the whistle blown for the fall. Coney wins this one 72-12. And then Coney and Lincoln going at it. 152-pound Jaden Lafrene for Lincoln. What a great double right here. He would run the half, and then he would pick up the pin right there. And then at the 285-pound weight class is where we are going to end things off tonight. There's the pin right there. 285, here it is. Coney's Johnny Latre. He's going to pick up the headlock here, and he gets the fall. Nice turn right there. You love it when the big boys go at it. Heavyweight was my favorite weight to watch when I was in high school. Coney wins 60-24. They sweep the tri-meet. All right, let's go to the ice now. Bangor hosting Lewiston for some Class A hockey. First period, no score. That's where we'll kick things off. Great chance for the Devils right in front of the net, but a save made from Liam Doty. He was on fire all night. Still in the first, another chance for Lewiston, and another couple of saves there from Doughty. Just a brick wall to start the game, and the same goes for Lewiston's Gabe Pomerleau. He makes a real nice save here in the second to keep the game scoreless at 0-0. And then he's going to do it again on a great chance for the Rams from point blank. This was neck and neck and would go to overtime neck and neck tied at 0-0. And then Lewiston's Luke Pomerleau would shut the door. Gets this one past Doughty. Devils take a 1-0 win in overtime. All right, let's go to the hardwood now for the border battle. Maine and New Hampshire going at it at the Cross Insurance Center on Wednesday. Black Bears looking for that first conference win. Getty Yusupaitis, the recipient of some nice passing here. He's going to nail the corner 3 ball. Maine trying to claw their way back in it. Here's Getty again. Nice cut here. Nice pass from Peter Filippovity. Getty with the finish in traffic and one, putting Maine on his back. But New Hampshire was too much. Nazim Derry, he is wide open at the top of the key off the double, and he makes Maine pay to the tune of 3 points. And then it's going to be the Wildcats again, and this time it's going to be Jackson Baker connecting from outside with the D in his face. New Hampshire wins it 71-58. All right, that's all the time we have for sports. Be right back after the break.
Hello, Maine. This is Steve McKay. It's a wintry mix out there, but pockets of orange are standing out against the white blanket of snow throughout the state. Next Home Experience is listing and selling homes just like yours. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience.
Does your vehicle need a little more work? Have an odd sound coming from somewhere? Bring it over to Jackson's Automotive in Old Town. We have the best technicians and offer a fair price. We also accept all aftermarket protection plans. Now, if you're unable to drive your vehicle to us, we can help you get it here. Also, if you'd like to protect your vehicle for years to come, we offer Wool Wax undercarriage protection. We're located at 546 Main Street in Old Town. Give us a call at 827-2676.
Now what? You say it when things go wrong. At Prudential, we think you should say it when things go right, too. Like when you score your dream job, sell your business, or discover she's smart, really smart. Now what? Here's what. You connect with Prudential's rock-solid team serving over 50 million people with investment, insurance, and retirement know-how. Who's your rock? Visit Prudential.com or speak to an advisor today.
Before and bath fitter. Before and bath fitter. If you have a before bath, now's the time to call Bath Fitter to get a beautiful after. With our unique tub-over-tub process, there's no mess or stress. Spend smart on a beautiful new bath done right, backed by a lifetime warranty. Join over 2 million happy customers who know it just fits. Bath Fitter. Visit bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Looking for your dream home? Contact a Next Homie today and see what's available right now. Sellers, get ready to get looped and get sold. With Next Home Experience, we have your buyers.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. We're here with Naomi Albert. She is the project manager for A Climate to Thrive, which you guys are organizing the Building Solutions Fair this Saturday.
That's right. Yeah, we're hosting a Building Solutions Fair this Saturday, January 14th. Mm-hmm. It'll be at the MDI High School in Bar Harbor, and the goal is really to connect folks with strategies to improve the efficiency and the comfort of their home while also taking better control over energy costs, because we know those are getting pretty high right now with fuel oil prices as well as high electricity costs.
So all sorts of different solutions people are going to be tabling for these, like contractors, right?
That's right, yeah. So we will feature contractors that do weatherization, so that includes insulation and air sealing, as well as solar. And then there will be several workshops throughout the morning. So the first workshop will be at 10 a.m. And this will focus on what to expect when you're working with contractors, an overview of the different improvements. So again, that includes weatherization, heat pumps, heat pump water heaters, solar. And then there will be a Q&A with the contractors, and that's where you could get your more technical questions answered with the contractors. If you have a specific question about your home or something you've been wondering, to really feel comfortable moving forward. And then there will be the opportunity for those one-on-one conversations with contractors to casually mill around, talk with energy and building experts. And a second workshop will take place at 11:30. And that will focus on financing and now the significant amount of money that's available from the state and the federal level to support homes and businesses and thinking about these improvements.
This can be intimidating to people thinking about, making their house more energy efficient and that kind of thing. But there's so many technologies out there, so many ways to do it. Maybe this is a way to kind of simplify it for them.
Exactly. That's exactly the goal, is we want to kind of do an overview of all of these different improvements and think about where you might want to start, how to think about sequencing improvements so that you optimize the benefits, and really thinking about your home as this comprehensive system and these different improvements as pieces of the same puzzle and making it more efficient and kind of reclaiming control over energy costs.
Right, because ideally you'd have a heat pump and you'd have proper insulation so that it's not as drafty.
Yes. So thinking about perhaps you want to look into weatherization. If you're thinking about a heat pump, and ensure that your house is insulated, you're getting rid of the air leaks to ensure that you size your system appropriately and that it'll function really well in your well-insulated home.
Right, and I guess that makes it really great for people of all different income levels as well, because it's like, okay, I'm losing heat. These old Maine homes, as we know, are so drafty. It's like, what can I afford to do at my level? And weatherization seems like it would be the best step for a lot of people.
So yeah, that's exactly right, in that we want to include strategies for all different income levels. Efficiency Maine Trust will be there and presenting about their financing options and their rebate options, and they do have some very significant rebates available for
it might not cost as much as you think it will, with all the rebates out there.
That's exactly right. And thinking about the cost with the rebates and the incentives, and now some actual federal tax incentives available as well.
Yeah.
So the upfront cost may seem like a pretty big sum, but then when you take into account all these rebates as well as the cost savings over time, it can make good financial sense, and increasingly so.
But just having someone there to help you with the math, that's a big deal.
Definitely, yes. Yeah, we realize this can be daunting, and we really want to help simplify the process as much as possible.
Cool.
We'll also have folks at the fair who have undergone these kind of upgrades in their own homes.
Cool.
So if you want to talk to someone about what their experience is like, this will also be a good opportunity. And just a good opportunity to talk to a contractor in a really kind of casual setting with not the same level of pressure that you might have if you have someone come to your home for a quote. So great time to get questions.
It's a good time of year to do it too, because these crews are all going to get busy. They're already lining up work for the summer and that kind of thing.
Yes.
So get in with them now, and they can kind of walk you through it, and then maybe do your planning for the summer ahead.
All right. So when and where?
Yes. So this fair will take place at 9:30 a.m. at the MDI High School in Bar Harbor. It'll go until 1:30 p.m.
Cool.
As I mentioned, we have workshops planned throughout the morning. These are free workshops open to the public. There will be 3 of them. The first one at 10 will give an overview of the different technologies, followed with Q&A with contractors. The second will be at 11:30, focusing on that financing, the rebates and tax incentives that are available. And then the last one will be at 12:45, and we'll be thinking about indoor air quality and how we can improve indoor air quality as we're going about these improvements.
Sounds good.
And then throughout the morning, folks are welcome just to drop in at any time, and there'll be tables with contractors and other experts so they can kind of mill about at any time.
Yep.
Also, there'll be free coffee available. And,
free coffee is always an incentive.
Like I know. We had a bake sale with the local MDI high school
you guys
students.
Have it all.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to interrupt you, but thank you for showing up, Naomi, today and coming all the way from the island. Of course.
Appreciate it.
Of course. We'll throw it over to Devin Biggs for a full weather forecast.
Alrighty, Craig and Emma, thank you very much. So we do have a winter weather advisory in effect until 7 a.m. Friday for the counties highlighted here because of some snow, as well as some sleet and freezing rain. Now, how to watch out for this right here outside of our viewing area here is a winter storm warning in effect until about 7 p.m. as we head towards Friday as well. They can see a lot of snow. Some areas up to the north, possibly over a foot of snow possible. Obviously, lesser amounts further to the south, and a gale warning further down toward the south now along the coast because of gusty winds. That will also be expected until about 6 p.m. on Friday. So, of course, plenty of alerts in effect with the active weather that's looking to take hold. Right now, though, not a whole lot going on. We have clouds moving in from the west going toward the east. Not much action going on in the atmosphere just yet. The action is further off toward the west. So here it is right here. We're watching this area. Low pressure is developing now this morning, tracking off towards the east. I'll push high pressure away. And so by later on this afternoon, the chances for snow showers starts. Then overnight, it will increase. With the rising temperatures as well, we'll see a transition to all rain. So all Friday now looks to be all rain, so nothing to get too worried about except for maybe some heavy downpours from time to time. Let's time this out with Futurecast. So again, later this afternoon, by about 2 to 3 o'clock, the snow chances will begin and continuing overnight as well. But notice what happens as we get towards early morning. We get a push of warmer air, and we'll see things switching over to all rain as temperatures rise. Snow farther off towards the north, and it could be heavy from time to time as we head towards Friday morning. But most of it will stay as rain. Well, the worst of it lasting through parts of Friday, but by Friday afternoon, the evening time frame, the worst of it will start to taper off. And now looking like most of Saturday could possibly be dry with a few light rain or snow showers by that point. So the worst of it looks to be Friday that will see this precipitation. As for the rainfall, though, look at this, around 1 to 2 inches, maybe locally higher amounts before we're all finished up. So some decent rainfall on the way, but there is a snow side of this as well, and this is mainly further off towards the north where several inches of snow will be possible, maybe around 6 to 7 inches just around Millinocket to the Greenville area, or maybe up to a foot further off towards the north. A lot of this may melt with rising temperatures and the rainfall moving in, and obviously hardly anything further down toward the south with the warmer temperatures as well. Wave heights are down for now at around 2 feet, but we will be watching this map going up with the gale warnings in effect in a system that will be moving in. So your forecast for today, mid-30s, afternoon snow showers and a southeast wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Later on side, 31 degrees. That winter mix gets going. It'll switch over to rain overnight. Southeast wind gusting up to about 25 miles per hour. For tomorrow, upper 40s, maybe lower 50s. Rain likely will be heavy at times. South wind getting up to about 25 miles per hour. And here's a look at your extended forecast. Now, a slight chance for a wintry mix on Saturday with highs in the lower 30s. A slight chance for snow, otherwise partly cloudy on Sunday. Highs in the low 30s. Partly cloudy on Martin Luther King Day. Highs in the low 30s.
Behind every keepsake, there's a memory. Behind every photo, there's a story. Behind Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration, there's people giving back by bringing back what was thought to be lost. The details, the time, and the expertise, all packaged up behind a name that Mainers have trusted for over 35 years. Statewide commercial and residential services. Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration. You keep the memories, we'll handle the rest.
Come bowl a few games here at Bangor Brewer Bowling Lanes. We're one of the only Candlepin bowling alley centers in Maine, conveniently located in the heart of Brewer. You always have the opportunity to simply bowl for fun. However, you can also join a league. We have youth leagues, adult and senior leagues. Now don't forget, we also host birthday parties for under $100, and gift certificates are also available. Give us a call right away at 989-3798 to make reservations for your birthday party today.
One good guess.
Cursed romance. Star-crossed lovers. You better work!
Deserves another.
Egyptian writing.
Hieroglyphics.
Wow! I felt like the person shouting wrong answers in the study group.